Hey, Paul.
Hey, Carla, how you doing?
I'm good. Let me just first say that when I found out that you guys were in Jupiter, Florida, it brought back some memories for me because in addition to being a journalist, I'm an actress. And one of the first acting gigs I got after moving to New York was at the Burt Reynolds Jupiter Theater, which I don't think is there anymore. But I said, oh, I've never seen Jupiter, Florida any place else but in connection with that. So I just had to share that because that was funny to me.
Yeah,
And
it's a great place. I love Jupiter.
yeah, and when I was there, I went. I don't know what you would call this, but it was. We were water skiing on knees on a knee board. I guess it's called knee boarding. I guess is what it
Yeah,
would be called. So I remember doing that, totally ignorant of alligators, sharks, anything of that nature. And I guess ignorance is bliss. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. And look at you, nothing happened. So, and that's generally how it ends up most of the time.
Yeah, because I didn't know. Had I known, something probably would have popped off. I don't know. But what I wanted to find out, your show is called Bull Shark Dinner Bell, and I'm like, what factors ring loudest for a dinner bell? Because I'm really not trying to be nobody's breakfast, lunch, or dinner in these
Yeah,
Southern California waters. And
I feel you.
what triggers these animals into confronting and or testing humans in the ocean?
That's exactly what we were looking at. So there's a whole bunch of different scenarios that will happen when bull sharks are hunting. And so we wanted to try and recreate those scenarios to show people exactly how they react, how the bull sharks react to those environments. You know, it's called Bull Shark Dinner Bell. So we got all the ingredients to create the perfect recipe for bull sharks to attack. And that way, people can watch the show and find out, oh, all right. And so I don't want to have any of those things involved when I enter the water. And that's going to prevent, hopefully prevent any bull sharks from biting people.
What drew you to wanting to learn more about these sharks? Because if I'm correct, you had a shark attack at some point in your career, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I was a bomb disposal diver in the Navy in Australia, and I got attacked by a bull shark. And I didn't want to be afraid of them anymore because I hated sharks. My two greatest fears in life were sharks and public speaking. And now I'm a shark diving public speaker. And so it's a great career. I get to travel the world, have adventures, meet incredible people, inspire people from the stage. And I would not have the opportunity to do that if I wasn't, stubborn for one thing, but brave enough to walk through that door of opportunity and go, okay, I don't want to be scared anymore. I need to learn about this animal so it doesn't control me. And I think that's what happens to a lot of people. They let their fears control them.
Because I'm fascinated by the fact that someone has been attacked, survived, and has gone in the complete opposite direction of fear and like you said, faced your fears head on. In the process of that attack, was there ever a moment for you where you were concerned, or did your body automatically go into fight or flight mode?
Oh, no, I thought I was going to die for sure. I was underwater, drowning, being torn apart, and you can watch it. It's on video. If you go and Google Navy diver shark attack, you can watch the actual footage of me getting attacked. And I was underwater just thinking, oh, I'm not going home today. I'm going to die right now. And then I asked myself if I was ready to die. And I looked back on my life to all of the bad things I did, lost teenager and all that, and to joining the army and being a paratrooper and peacekeeping with the United Nations to becoming a clearance diver. And I thought, I've done more than I could have ever dreamed of. I have no regrets. I'm ready to go. And I just let go and I waited for death. But the shark then removed my hamstring, ripped it out of my leg and ripped my hand off. Because my wetsuit made me buoyant, I popped to the surface and took a gasp of air and realized, oh my goodness, I'm actually not dead. And so, well, I better get out of here before that shark comes back and kills me. So I swam back to my safety boat with one hand and one leg through a pool of my own blood. And my teammates kept me alive. And I was was laying in my hospital bed thinking, okay, well, what now? I'm not dead. I got to figure out what's next.
You know that old adage of a reason, a season, a lifetime? There was a reason that you're still here to be able to be in this season to teach people how to embrace their lifetime.
I like to think of it that way as well. And so that's what I try to do.
I love that. So let me just talk to you about the weather situation. I know that sometimes in your job that there's extreme weather conditions. What has been the most extreme weather condition that you've had to encounter in the course of your studies?
Well, I did a show a few years back called Shark Wrecked, and Discovery Channel blew up my boat. And it was myself and a British Special Forces guy. They blew up our boat. It literally exploded, and we had to jump out of it. And we had to drift through the ocean for 2 days and 2 nights with no food or water, surrounded by sharks. And so, yeah, on the second day and the second evening, we had a perfect storm surround us with lightning strikes, rough water, and we've already done a full day, a full night in the water. We haven't had anything to drink, any food. The sharks are hunting us. So that was pretty harrowing.
I'd say so.
I don't want to do it again, put it that way.
I feel like Macaulay Culkin talking to you. I keep going like this. The only thing that's missing is that the whole time you're talking, I'm just like, oh Lord, I can't. My heart is about to jump out of my chest.
Oh,
Last but
goodness.
not least, I just want to. I know that one of your quote adages that you adhere to is, "Your greatest fears can become your greatest strengths." What
Mm.
would you like to tell people that are going to watch this interview with us about how to embrace your greatest fears and make it your greatest strength? We know how you've done it, but how would you encourage others to do that as well?
It's a much longer conversation, but if I could break it down into something short, I would say never let the things that you're afraid of stop you from doing the things that you love. And if you love really living life, you can't let fear get in the way of that. I believe in exposure therapy. I believe that knowledge dispels fear. And so learn about what it is that you're afraid of. Slowly introduce yourself to the things that are holding you back and build from there. I started with a nurse shark that's like a puppy dog. And I've worked my way up through the years to great whites with no cage and hand feeding tiger sharks. So it does work. It worked for me, and I'm nothing special. I'm not smart. I'm big dummy. I just love to have a good life. So if I can do it, anyone can do it.
I respectfully agree to disagree with you. You're not a big dummy. You're extremely smart, and you are literally. It almost brings a lump to my throat to say it, but you are one of the most inspirational and aspirational people I have ever interviewed or come into contact with, because your life is your testament and your journey, and it's such an important you are such an important individual in these times that we're living in, that to show people that regardless of how much fear you have in your heart or in your spirit, if you choose to rise above that, you can do that in space. And my dear, that is exactly what you've done and continue to do for yourself and for others. So thank you.
Thank you, Carla. That's a very beautiful compliment.
Listen, I'm the curvy critic. I don't say nothing I don't mean.
I believe
I
that.
do not, I do not mix my words. I say what I mean and I mean what I say. And I mean what I say when I say this. Thank you so much for giving me a slice of your time today. I really, really appreciate it. And you have educated me beyond my wildest dreams.
Wonderful. Mission accomplished. Thank you, Carla.
You're welcome. Bye, Paul.
Bye.
Hold up. Wait a minute. I wish you love, peace, and hair grease.
Love, peace, and hair grease, y'all.